Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So recently I just ran my first ever marathon, and in this video I'm going to take you through my top 8 tips which I learned from it. If you haven't seen the video of me running the marathon, it'll be up here. I take you through my training and my experiences on race days, so be sure to give that one a watch as well. So if you're an experienced runner, be sure to put your own tips down there in the comments, and if you disagree with my ones, then be sure to let me know. Alright, let's jump straight into it. So the first thing I learned is that medals are extremely cool. So this is the medal I got for completing the marathon, and I really like this. It feels very heavy in the hand. It's like gold, obviously not real gold because it costs £20 to enter, so it can't be that expensive, but it's just very nicely done. I understand why people do this because the medals are very cool. I'm gonna put this on my wall alongside my half marathon medal. So these medals definitely give you some motivation because they are awesome. All right, so that was a bit of a silly one. Let's get into the serious ones. All right, so number two. So number two is my GPS watch, which I was wearing during it, isn't as accurate as I thought it was. When I crossed the finish line, it read 44 kilometers when obviously a marathon is 42 kilometers. So during my training, I think that threw me off with like the pacing and stuff like that. So what I think has happened is my watch has been underestimating distances, which means I think I'm running faster than I really am. And then when it comes to joining a real event like the marathon, I set my sights too high because I thought I could run faster than I could. And then when it came to it, I couldn't do that, so that sort of threw me off a bit. Maybe if you have a more modern watch, it might be a bit more accurate. This is a Garmin Fenix 5X, so it's about 6-7 years old now. Probably gonna get a new one, see if that's any better. Okay, so number three is get more than 8 weeks training. That's the amount of training I did, and it was nowhere near enough. I think you're wanting at least like 16 weeks of training really, especially if you're coming from like no running at all, then yeah, definitely try to get as much training as you can in. The problem I found wasn't that I was like panting for breath. I wasn't like aerobically exhausted. The problem I had was that my legs just stopped working. My feet were in agony as well. So I think having a lot more mileage on your feet at that point will definitely help a lot. So along with that, I also think making sure your shoes fit properly as well. So if you're training and you do long runs, you're definitely going to find out if your shoes fit. The longest run I did was 23 kilometers and my feet felt fine after that. I didn't have any bruising or blisters and stuff. But after the proper marathon, my toe was horrible. It was bruised. I had lots of blisters. And I think if I did longer runs in the training plan, I probably would have figured that out and been able to find a solution for it. Okay, so number four, make sure you have enough water and enough gels, and make sure you have a plan to be able to carry them around. I carried a hydration bag on my back, and even with that, it was not enough. But I also made the mistake of not drinking from the aid stations and only drinking from the water in my bag, and then I ran out. So what I should have done is drunk from the aid station and drunk from the water bag when I needed it. That way I would have been able to save the water on my bag towards the end of the race. Okay, so in terms of gels, I had 5 of these Decathlon energy gels, and each one of these contains about 100 calories. And then I had 3 of these Hydra gels as well. And at the beginning of the race, I was feeling fine, but when I got to like kilometer 30-ish, I started absolutely feeling low energy. So I definitely didn't have enough energy gels really. So I think these are quite small gels as well. Each one of these is not that many carbs actually. Each one of these is only about 25 grams of carbs. So really I think I should have had maybe double the amount of these or found a more carb heavy gel. So obviously that's something you only really learn when you do lots of long runs, which I didn't really do enough of. So in the future I'm definitely gonna try to make sure I eat more as well. I might try putting the carb mix in my water and see if that helps. Okay, so number 5 is sticking to your plan even if you're feeling good. I was feeling very good at the halfway stage. So at kilometer 21, I felt fantastic and I didn't stick to the pace plan. I decided to speed up slightly, which was definitely a mistake. What I should have done is just stuck to the plan rigidly, and then I probably would have been able to make it to the end without faltering and without hitting the wall. So if you're feeling good, especially if it's a distance you've never ran before, just take it easy. And then at the end, you'll be feeling a lot better than if you run faster. Okay, so number 6 is to set an ambitious goal, and then even if you fail it, you'll still probably do quite well. So I set a goal of 4 hours, and in the end I finished in 4 hours and 23 minutes. I do feel like that goal was a bit too high for me, but I feel like if I didn't set such a hard goal, I would have like taken it easier in training, and I probably would have ended up going a lot slower than I did. So I don't think there's any shame in not achieving your goal. As long as you try your best, then that's all you can really ask for. However, I'm still definitely going to try to reach this 4-hour goal next time. I feel like with a lot more miles in my legs, I should be able to do it. So there's another marathon in December, so I'm going to sign up for that one and see if I can achieve my sub 4-hour goal. Okay, number 7, and maybe the most important tip, I think. have a proper recovery plan in place. So when I finished the marathon, by the time I got a taxi home, I had a shower, and I ordered food, it was about almost 3 hours after the marathon. And in that time, I only drank and I didn't eat anything. So I think it's important to have something set up for yourself for when you get home that you can eat straight away. I ordered a KFC bucket of chicken, which is definitely not a very good recovery meal. So making sure you have something there you can eat, which is good for you, is definitely something I'll do next time, because I think that really does affect your recovery. The day after the marathon, actually, my Garmin stress was okay, actually. It was surprisingly low. But the second day after that, I felt really, really bad. So I think if I had a proper recovery meal and ate properly after that, I think I would have been fine. Obviously, my legs were still in a lot of pain, but on that second day, for some reason, I started getting headaches and I just did not feel good. So yeah, eating some proper food probably would have stopped that, I reckon. Okay, so tip number 8 is don't arrive too early, because if you do that, you'll be waiting around for ages before the start. I ended up arriving about 10 minutes before the race started, and all I had to do was walk into the pen, wait a few minutes, and then the race started. If I got there like half an hour early, I would have been standing around just waiting, and it would have been an absolute waste of time, really. So I recommend not getting there too early, otherwise you will probably be quite bored. Maybe you enjoy the whole standing with loads of people together really close in the pen, but I did not like that at all. I just wanted to get in and have the race start straight away. Yeah, up to you really for that one, but for me, I like getting there almost as late as you can. So yeah, that's it really. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet seen the original video of me running my marathon and my training plan for it, then be sure to watch that up here. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And yeah, that's it for this one. I will see you in the next one. All right, peace out.